Hey there YouTube, I'm Ikitsu, this is the Ikitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to a bit of Beyond Earth. It's Strategy Saturday, and it's, yeah, Beyond Earth. I really wanted to play this for quite some time. We're playing this on Suyas, which is the second hardest difficulty in this game. I don't think I'm going to win this game on that difficulty, I just want to see how far I can make it, basically. What we're going to do is we're going to go for the Pan-Asian Cooperative. I'm going to go through these quite quickly without discussing too much about the different choices that we have here, because I think that most of you have probably seen a lot of the stuff that we've got here. So we're going to go with Artists for our particular start, which is Culture and Health. We're going to go with the Retrograde Thrusters. Let's actually go for the Tectonic Scanner in this particular playthrough. I like these sort of three top ones here quite a bit, so we're going to go with the Tectonic Scanner this time. And we're going to go with Machinery, so we begin the game with a worker unit. And we're going to go with a Terran-style world, so we've got continents, a couple of land masses, and some smaller islands as well. Okay, welcome to the map here. So we've got ourselves a bundle of Firaxite here. Some potatoes and some algae, blah, that's just me being tired. And we've also got some, sorry, this is fruit or is this tubers? That's fruit, I keep forgetting which one's which, but they both do the same thing, so we're not going to worry about that. So this is a pretty decent starting spot. We've got some access to resources, covered in miasma, but that's fine. So let's just lay down right here. This is fine, it's a nice coastal tile too, so as you can see, we drop our units down first. They're like, ah, and they just thud on the ground really hard, and then they're fine. But, you know, that's that. We're going to go ahead and start working on those fruit there. And let's start exploring up. Let's start exploring down this way, I think. Ooh, I picked a good direction. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, I'm just out of reach of that stuff there. I'm also out of reach of this Xenobass, so that means that it's going to be a little bit harder for me to go for a Xeno start. Let's do a couple more turns before I rename my city something more appropriate. We're going to go for an old Earth relic. That culture is going to help our early border growth, which is going to be good. And for science, I'm not sure what I want to really go for here. I don't know if I want to go for anything really that hard right now. So what I'll probably do, though, is go for genetics, because I really like these buildings. That genetics comes with early on. It's quite good. Or since I'm leaning towards potentially going for maybe either supremacy or for harmony with the stuff that's nearby me, engineering is also a really good start with the thorium reactor. So I'll do that instead. Let's go ahead and hit that. And we've already got some people landing in the other side of the world, so we're not going to worry about them or what they're up to. Let's liqueur of the French.
Venez, mettez-vous à l'aise.
Lovely. Okay, so she's just saying hi, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up here. Just a little bit of energy. Energy is the money of this game, basically. We're gonna hop up here and see if we can get a better view. That's interesting. This is a pretty strange place that we've got. If we controlled down here, we could have a really good choke point, but I don't see any resources here, really. Actually, Reslin and Titanium. So Reslin's not a strategic resource, but it's used for... it improves production, basically. It's silk that comes from these gigantic, ugly worm things. Or sort of resin, maybe? I'm not really entirely sure what it is, but we're going to go ahead and move up here. I think that dead ends, so I'm predicting it's dead ending, but you never really know for sure until you check. But I'm still going to go up here and just assume that that way's a dead end, because we've got limited time for a scout, honestly. Okay, there's another satellite up here, that's good. Some geothermal, some potatoes, and some titanium up here. So this is a decent strategic resource area. Although I don't think geothermal is actually a strategic resource, I think it's just a huge amount of energy. Okay, let's grab this. Another 40 energy. Well, there's more xenomass up here, Reslin. This would be a very good founding spot for a city. There's tons of resources around it. Alright, so... let's see if that trend continues as we head around here. There must be an alien nest near here. It's quite a lot of beetles. Alien wolf beetles, so yeah. We're going to scamper away from that direction. Another guy landing sort of on the opposite side of the world. That's fine. It's the African Union.
The African people greet you.
He's usually friendly enough. I would have liked it if he was closer by, because he's actually quite friendly. So, you know, he's a good person to be near. Some more xenomass here. It is miasma, so I'm not going to stand on that tile. We're going to go ahead and pick prosperity for our first one. It's going to increase our food retained after we grow in size just a little bit. So we're just about a new size. That's good. There's some alien stuff that we can investigate over there, and there's another satellite. I don't really care to investigate those alien things all that much. We're going to build a clinic instead of worrying about that, but, well, I guess that has nothing to do with anything, really. And we've cleared a forest, so that's going to help that clinic along also, so let's go ahead here. We've got a satellite. Okay, that's good. And we've completed that, so we get a gift of science there. That's good. We're going to put our solar collector to sleep for a little while. What I want to do is make sure that our guys are sort of getting the maximum amount from this area here. So I kind of want to make sure that I've got more than just the tiles that we're working on, being worked on. So that's going to be good. What I kind of want to do is build a fast expansion, because that area is just, this place is just too good for too many reasons. Okay, so Brasilia, that's fine. They're quite aggressive, but they're very, very, very far away. Opposite end of the world far away. Now, this area does give me access to more xenomass, but honestly, I'm not sure if I want to really focus on xenomass or if I want to start focusing on supremacy. Both options would be pretty good right now. Quests have been updated. Cultural burden. Our scientists have detected a weak radio signature signal nearby. I don't know how to actually do this particular mission, so I'm not going to worry about it. Build an expedition at the crash site located here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that. We'll check out over here first just a little bit, because I do want to get as much of the map as explored as is possible. So we'll ignore that mission for just a little while first, I think. So there's more Firaxis up here. What I really want to look for are progenitor runes, and they will increase our affinity rating. We're going to go with science here when healthy, so that's going to be good for us. These guys are also far away. That's good. We're going to end up getting like a sprint of people who are like right beside us. So Freeland, Tama.
Come, Misahaban.
He's actually quite aggressive, so I don't really like him. Bit of a dick, but you know, what can you do? This is quite a large landmass going in this direction. I'm surprised. I kind of want to build another explorer as soon as possible from Tiangong, which we're going to rename soon. But I could also, as well, just recruit more people there. Or sorry, recruit something there with money. Quest decision. Okay, every time you build a building, we get a quest decision like this. We're just going to go with culture from relics. The other one is maintenance-free relics. So yeah, I kind of prefer that, because we do want to get those cultural bonuses as fast as possible. Moving up that table is really strong. We're just about done that clinic as well, which will be nice. Oh, that's not good. Manticore's over there. They can be pretty aggressive, so we're going to keep a little bit of distance between us and them. Okay, and we'll go over here. More Firaxite, but there is the coast there. I'm going to be okay taking a little bit of a hit from miasma, and we'll head down to that site that they were telling us to go to. We're going to build another explorer in our capital here as well, because we do kind of find ourselves at a time where it would be appropriate to do so. Okay, is there a miasma there? No. So we'll go there. And I'm kind of at a crossroads where it's a good idea to make a decision. I see a lot of stuff down here as well, it looks like. At least, yeah, a lot of strategic resources, growth resources there, plus a crashed satellite. So we'll need to get a miasmatic repulsor down there somehow. That's going to be long distance for our satellites. There's a pretty decent area here as well if we want to do a closer to home expansion, which will actually give us the satellite coverage to clear out the miasma here. So we could do some city hopping that way, especially if we can build a city over here somewhere. That would be really good. And then you guys, we need to send down this way. Okay, so we'll leave that be for now. We can explore these alien sites a little bit later, but I don't really want to get those right now. So we can get these, and we're going to field research. And that's going to give us 30 silence whenever we finish an expedition, which are any of these little things. So going to go ahead and just move along here. Choose our research. We've got our engineering, so we can start building thorium reactors. I'm going to get genetics next, because that gives us access to pharma labs and cyto nurseries. And our health is sort of moving down a little bit. It's not terrible right now, but it is going down. So there is that. Our money's gone back up just a little bit because we've gotten that generator done. Let's go ahead and build another generator here. We'll clear out that forest. which is providing a little bit for us beneficially, but we still want to not... Actually, let's check our quests here. Solid state citizen, locate. It is that one. This is in miasma, though. I'm not really sure I like that fact, but let's... if we heal up, I think we can finish before our guy dies, so that's a possibility. I'm going to go ahead and build that there. Oh, and there's a little lip of land there. Looks like it does end in an ocean, though, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay, so... let's go ahead and put this guy here. Quest updated. And we can put someone beside us. Banu Musa or Lalibela. And either of these is someone that we can trade with. So I kind of think that we would be better off with the Lalibela for right now. And if we establish a trade route with them, we'll be able to get culture. They're in a spot that I kind of wanted. So we could also attack them. Or we could just build our city right quite close to them, which is also acceptable. Like, we can build right beside them and they don't care because they don't have proper borders. That's not really what they're about. So we're going to heal one turn with these guys. Got some aliens scuttling near-ish to our borders, but nothing too serious. Okay, so we need to get this sort of explored relatively quickish because our unit is going to start taking damage from the miasma here. That's fine, though. We've got our explorer over here. It's going to go explore that. Oh, we've got another Firaxis just up north. That's pretty good. And we can start building our thorium reactor. It's going to take us 21 damn turns, though, which is a long time. Fortunately, chopping down those trees over here is going to shorten that down just a little bit, as it is probably getting another person. I would like it to get this hill as well. That would be a good production boost, I think. Let's double check that. Yeah, nothing that we're giving really has much production. Although we're just about at that point where I feel like we could gain a real benefit by deploying our satellites.
No village
Yes,
was
let's
ever
work
ruined
it.
by trade.
Let's go together. You know, he's being friendly, as he usually is. Okay, these guys are getting closer, but it looks like they're still across some water. Mandira, so that's the
temple doors of the Protectorate are open.
Okay. So she's usually pretty friendly to me. That's not too different. So we'll see how things go. A lot of resources up here as well, but it's mostly food. A lot of places nearby would have been great places. Okay, so how much longer? 5 more turns for us to finish there. I don't know if this guy's going to survive that. Yeah, he will, because he's got more than 50 hit points, so... well, maybe not now, but... okay, extra culture would be good there, but let's go with logistics to get that extra little tiny boost of production there. Although... yeah, no, we've got everything we really need here, so...
what's ours is yours.
Yeah, this guy's a bit of a scumbag. Yeah, for a price. My ass. Well, we'll stay friendly enough with him. He's far enough away that I'm not too intimidated by him. Let's see here. We're down to 40 of whatever hit points. So it should just be barely alive when we finish this, and if I get off of it. Preliminary research on a distant technology called mechatronics. Okay.
You go to war with the soldiers you have. Make sure those are the soldiers you want.
Alright, so we've got ourselves our genetics, which is going to be quite useful for us. We've got someone nearby who we can trade with, so we're going to get pioneering, and pioneering is going to let us trade with them, and that's going to be a good culture boost. We've got a quest decision. This is again from building. I'm going to go ahead and get extra health, because our health is always going to be an issue. With the way I like to build in particular, since I'm not a fantastically health-centered person, really, so getting a lot of it when I can for cheap is pretty good. And that one gave us 80 production. I'm going to get the hell off of there. And we've now got the ability to choose more production. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to go with... I'm definitely going to go with the Firaxite as our primary resource here. If I built a city somewhere like here, maybe, or up here, or around there, I'd have access to a lot of Firaxite, which is the supremacy resource. So we're going to go with the supremacy sort of start here, and I'm going to sort of rename my city in that kind of vein. I had some names in my mind of what I was going to name them, depending on what sort of thing, but I'm going to go with Terminal Dogma for the main city here that we've got, which is definitely a good thing here. Okay, we've got some survivors. They're human, but now they're cyborgs, basically. And they tried to live on the new planet, but we're going to grant them refuge here. That's fine. That's lovely. Good for them. They do what they want to do. We'll build the Cyto Nursery, which is good. It's science and health. And definitely want more science. I think that we're going to go for prosperity, and we're going to go with a pretty broad strategy here, like pretty wide. A lot of cities being founded, because we've got some really prime real estate that we're near here. I mean, like, I've rarely seen it start this nice as far as that goes. So Slavic Federation, they're usually unfriendly, but that's fine. Let's see here. Got a bit of a freeze going on. Okay, so let's... Okay, let's get our guy over here and just go ahead, and we'll make a farm of this one, actually, since we've got tons of the other thing. We're going to fortify this guy until it heals up just a little bit. We do not have any Explorer modules left on this guy, so we're going to bring him back to the base in Terminal Dogma, and we're going to have it get another Explorer module before we send it back out. And we'll be getting a lot of science by doing those sort of checks there, or not too much, though, but, you know, we'll be getting a good amount of science where we can. So let's go ahead and get ecology here for the geophysics maybe later, but for now we want it because we need the ultrasonic fences, and that's going to be quite good for us when we try to trade, because there's some aliens between us and this little station of Lalibela, and I don't want to have to deal with aliens because they're kind of unfriendly. They're kind of looking down my worker here. My worker's like, go away, aliens. I'm just doing my job. But yeah, so let's go ahead and hit next turn here. Once we've got this Explorer back to capacity, I'm going to go ahead and send it in there. We got more quests here. We got the one of For Your Eyes Only. That's the one where they tell us to make spies. Okay, we need to find an outpost to put our cyborg friends in. That's fine. We'll do that later. Not really our concern right now or anything. More people still far away. We're actually pretty isolated here. Central, that's Ark.
How may the corporation serve you?
They can leave me the hell alone with their cheap, trashy goods and their $5 hamburgers. Alright. Now, I could actually probably go a bit faster, so I'm going to send this unit back into my command center and then heal up the rest of the way. And the reason I'm going to do that is that I will heal quite a lot faster. Let me reconsider. I don't want to attack here. So I'm going to go up this way. There's another satellite there. Perfect. Perfect. Now the problem is that the game is telling me that there's sort of some signal that I'm supposed to be looking for, but I can't figure out how to tell what it is or how to get at it from that quest that they've given me. So I'm not going to worry about it just yet. A little bit more energy. Not a good amount now. Not terrible by any stretch. And we've got 5 people working around Terminal Dogma. We're at a point soon where we can start making good use of that. Okay, so you... let's actually have you do another farm because I do want to keep that up there a little bit. Even though our population's looking pretty good now. Okay, another station discovered, so we're not going to worry about that because it's way over here. Nothing we can do about that. Would have been nice to have, though, but production here. Let's go with the... We don't need the farm lab just yet, so we're going to go with the trade depot. And we will fortify until healed over there, so it's pretty fine. And Explorer units actually don't draw much aggro, so I'm perfectly willing to let my guy take a little bit of damage and then go through somewhere. It's a little restricted and near some aliens, but I'm pretty sure this is just going to reach coast. So I don't think this is going to matter too badly. They actually did decide to attack. That's peculiar. Okay, well, hopefully they'll back off, otherwise they'll destroy this unit, which would be unpleasant, but would not be the end of the world since... Yeah, they're going to destroy the unit. That's I'm a little bit too close to their hive, I guess, is the problem. So, you know, that happens. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about it too much. But we're going to go for increased speed for outpost growth, which is fine. This unit, we're going to start sending it up to these skeletons here to take them and just sort of check them out. Now, it would have been really nice if I could have found some progenitor runes, which I did not, but that is fine.
एक और
Yes,
एक
let us
11
work
होते
together.
हैं।
That's fine.
When Coyote learned he was the only one of his kind on the new planet, his howl echoed through the rifts and off the distant hills.
Okay, so ecology is going to be pretty good for keeping us relatively free of bugs, so that is going to be fairly important for us, but we are going to go ahead and get computing next, and then we're going to get master control, autonomous systems and master control. Pretty good if we plan on going for a fairly broad society that's going to rely a lot on a larger number of cities. Oh, there's a siege worm there. Okay, they're all being friendly with one another.
एक और एक
Sure,
11 होते हैं।
we can live with open borders, that's fine. Finished another project there, that's fine. Let's go ahead and build something here. Oh, there's miasma there. Okay, let's not go there then. A lot of things going on that we could potentially deal with here. I get the feeling like a farm is the appropriate thing for here for now. That's fine. That worm over there is going to be a problem. Being in our way, as it were. Tossing up confetti all over the damn place. Another quest decision, another building-based one, so we can go plus 5% for military, or just plus 1 for everything. So we're going to go with plus 1 for everything. Which is fine.
No village was
Yeah,
ever
sure.
win.
Sure, more people to sort of trade with, I guess. Even though that's not really what's going on there. Now this would have been lovely if I actually had Supremacy 1, because I could get both of these findings here, which would be great, but unfortunately... Uh-oh. Leave me alone! Okay, we're going a little bit obliquely around there, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a ultrasonic fence. That'll take us 14 turns. But by the time we do that, we'll have enough money to buy ourselves a trade unit, which we can start sending down to Lalibela, which will be quite good.
What's ours is yours.
Yeah, sure.
For a price.
Just, I don't mind giving open borders to people, honestly. It rarely has, there's rarely anything problematic about it, so I do tend to just say yes. There are rare occasions where people take it for granted that they've got that, but usually it's relatively safe, so... Let's go ahead and start our expedition there. And that'll get us a little bit of science as well as an alien unit, which strictly speaking is not that useful, but we can sell it. Although I think sometimes you get science from those instead. I'm not really sure. Alright. I would love to get this hill so I can build a mine on it and get really good production for Terminal Dogma. Another base too far away for us to trade with. Let's see here. Yep, we got an alien drone under our control, which is an air unit. These are quite good. They're not great. But, I mean, look at this movement radius. They're quite good because of this. And I can use it to scout out a pretty wide area pretty quickly, including little bits and areas that I hadn't uncovered earlier. So I can also use it to explore around alien areas, and they're usually not too bad about that. I do, however, have to bring this unit back to Terminal Dogma so that I can get another exploration kit, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, that's why I like Supremacy sometimes. Alright, let's go ahead and head down here. Oh, this place actually has some good resources tucked away down there. It's a shame that they're in such a bad spot. Where should I go? Let's check up here. I want to see if there's sort of another island or something up here. This is also too far away for us. Oh, there's a crack in there. Let's avoid that guy. Another station. That one is also too far away for us to trade with, which is a shame. Again, but not unexpected. Another quest decision. It's clear that the indigenous species of this planet may pose a threat. Let's domesticate the wildlife. We've got harmony, supremacy, or purity. And I like the harmony supremacy options, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We've also got this, so we will use our trade depot for production, because otherwise it's +1 energy. And +1 energy is just not quite as good as +1 production at all, really. Okay, so let's go ahead and go build another energy thing, so that's fine. We want to explore down here just a little bit. And actually, let's see if there's a land bridge down this way at all. And we're at that point, I think, where it would be a good idea for me to take our satellite here and launch it. So, let's go ahead and do just that. I think, like, this is a pretty good way to do it. There we go, and that's going to be a pretty big boost to our economy. Alright, you guys head down there. Keep on heading down there. Ooh, there is a land bridge down here. Okay, well, we'll see what's down there in just a little bit, but for now, let's go ahead and build a trade convoy. Bring this guy back into the town. That's going to be fine. And we're going to want to build another colony pretty soon here. Wow, there's a lot more land down here. Wow, this might go around somewhere impressive. Okay, so you finished off that, so let's head over here. Just build another generator would be fine. And we'll rest until healed here. But, oh, there's a place to check out, but it's covered in miasma, so... Oh, there's a satellite there, though, so... Satellites sometimes come with technology quite often, so... we could get a free colonist, which would be a really good idea for our particular society here. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a free colonist already. And that gives us a spare one of these, so because we've gotten so far along here, we get a free virtue. I do want the synergy bonus for having even more of these low-level ones as well, so I'm going to go with this extra culture, social mores, and that's going to be good for us. And I kind of want to have this, you know, the game is just like, this place is amazing as well, but honestly, getting there alive is going to be kind of difficult. Trying to think of where I will receive sort of the best benefits. Now, I could actually just deploy it down here and then build a satellite for it and then send the satellite over. That is another option that we could do. But who knows? I wonder if I can even deploy this near Lalibela. Now, if I send it here, it will get eaten by these guys, but it's surrounded by some pretty good resources. So I'm probably going to build it north upwards here, so I'm actually going to build it here, I think. I just want to count here, so it is 1, 2, 3. So I would not be getting the best return, so I might send it here, or even a little bit further north, try and send it up into here maybe even, to try and maximize that, or even into this spot here. That would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so actually over here would be just about perfect for maximizing that sort of thing. Now, it's recommending down here, which would get me the float stone, certainly, but I'm liking over here, honestly. The Reslin, as well, is also a really great resource, but yeah, we'll have to see. Quest decision. Trade convoys will not be attacked by aliens. We're going to reverse the polarity on our safe behind walls quests for our ultrasonic fences. So that's going to be useful. Very, very good in just a second. Alright, so you can explore a little more around here. I don't know if aliens draw alien aggro. I don't believe they do. So I think they're allowed to move by them as though they were allies or something like that. So hopefully that is the case. Nope. Okay, our little alien buddies that we found may be dead, but that is fine. They must have recognized that we are from a different tribe of some sort. Okay, well, we're going to send our explorer unit down to here. I'm going to hope it lives long enough to explore there. If we go over here, pretty good odds that they're going to leave us alone. But, yeah, I would love to have scouted further down there. Okay, good. We're still alive here. Okay. And if we get to some miasma, we'll be able to heal in it. So let's go over to this stuff. And you heal 5 per turn in miasma if you're an insect. So I believe that is going to heal. Oh, got some people at war there. Uh-oh, what happened to that outpost? Why can I not go to this outpost? Are these guys closed already? Did, like, oh no. Okay, well, whatever. We're gonna go to sleep with this. We're gonna wait till another outpost shows up, because you never know, one might. Okay, we're gonna drop that there. It's going to be fine. You just go to sleep on that tile for now. You guys get on there just in case, and fortify that just in case something shows up. But yeah, basically, we're doing okay here. I don't really want to build more of cities quite yet. But what we can do, I wonder if we can trade with our outpost. Yeah, we can, and that increases our outpost growth by 50%. So that is actually pretty good. Hopefully we'll get another outpost here soon, but we do kind of want to build a city there. So, you know, maybe it would be a good idea for us to build something quickly. Anyway, let's go ahead and build a farm lab since our health is getting a little bit lower. And we've got an option to continue our research in cybernetics or restore their humanity. So we're going to continue research. And that is going to let us start moving a little bit towards supremacy. Not very quickly, but it'll start. So let's check our status here. Build 1 auto plant. Alright, so that is fine. We'll see how that works for us. Our little worker here is going to want to head up to our colony and start working on this Resolin, I think. It's probably what's going to show up first. We're banking up a lot of money. I don't really have anything to spend it on, but I'll probably build a lot of things once Tiangong, which is our new city, which we're going to have to rename once it becomes a city. We can't rename it yet, but we will be renaming it pretty soon. Comes along. That is fine. Yeah, we're healing up nice and quickly with our bug here, so we'll be able to get back to scouting with it pretty soon. Alright, so these guys are saying, let's watch the aliens. That's good, I guess. Let's see here. Down to there, fine. Then we'll want to... I do think we want to do the crash satellite, I think. We could do the other one, risk the derelict settlement. Heal up a little bit first. That'd be fine. Let's give this a go, I guess. Okay, so what I'm guessing is that I'm getting pretty close to their nest and they're disliking that. But I'm not sure where it is. Hopefully that these guys being even closer to the nest than my explorer is will sort of pull them towards them and away from my explorer. But they've got my explorer kind of surrounded, which is when they sort of tend to attack. Okay, well, we are in the miasma, so they are likely to find us. Yeah, they did. Ah, that's why, yeah, right there. Okay, well, it might be prudent for us to destroy that, just for the hell of it, and then get the hell out of Dodge. I am noticing that it has very free movement in that area compared to normal units. Nope, we can't get on it now. Alright. Okay, we need to choose more research. Right now, I'm looking at autonomous systems, which is a pretty good one, honestly. So it's going to take us a while to learn it, though, is the problem. So it might not be a great idea. Let's check our quests, actually, and see if there's any technology-based ones. For Your Eyes Only is that one that I'm researching there, I believe. Occupational Hazard, Alien Preserve. Well, we could start working towards an Alien Preserve, potentially. I think that's alien life forms. That would give us this. +2 culture, and +1 culture from paddock improvements. So that would be pretty good. We don't have a lot of paddocks, but we are planning on getting quite a lot of resin in the future. Might be a good idea. But autonomous system seems like a good idea since it'll also give us plus supremacy. So let's go with that. Alright. And I think that our scout over here is a little bit out of range, so they're probably not going to be too ticked off at them. Open borders? Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. So anyway, we've gotten quite a lot done so far, and I think that we're getting a pretty decent start here. At least I don't feel like we're doing anything too terribly wrong. Probably am, but you never know. Terminal Dogma over here. We can start building our spy agency. That might be a good idea. Or we could start working on just producing more science for autonomous systems here, because we have got an awful long way to go before that finishes, but we also have no military units. But we are on this island alone, it seems, so it's just aliens. And I can't really think of any reason to try and clear them out right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and build another colonist. And that should be an interesting choice, because I don't normally build and expand that quickly necessarily. But if I go here, that will be 1, 2, 3, 3. So I will have access to both of those. I will have access to a shitload of resources. Ooh, I wonder if I can get... I can! 161 research for that. And that took a big chunk out of our autonomous research requirements. Okay, that has run out. That's fine. Over here has finally finished, so let's go ahead and start building an old Earth relic here. And we're going to start buying some stuff. We're going to go ahead and just outright purchase a clinic here, and it's going to give us +1 science, +2 health. A really great building. Cyto Nursery isn't quite as good, but it is also production, actually, so that might be better right now, but we'll go with the clinic because it's also cheaper by quite a bit, so that'll help us. Okay, and we're going to establish trade with Tiangong, which we're going to have to rename now. So, going along our naming scheme, let's call this one the Geofront. There we go. And I think that this is going to be appropriate named cities once we've got all the sort of later game things stomping around here. What the hell? What the hell game? Okay, so what have we got down here? There's another landmass just over there, or it might even be connected to this, so that would be quite interesting if that was. Okay, that satellite was just production, which is kind of shitty. Especially because now I have to do the long trek back and get this guy refitted. But that is, again, a little bit of research as well, which is helping us get this stuff done really fast. I mean, we're getting some good science going here. Okay, so... gonna want to fly just sort of one bit by bit. Okay, nothing too interesting over here. It's nothing really crucial for me to expand to here, although the number of geothermals down here is quite nice, and they would be a lot of money if I wanted that, as well as some basalts, some silica, so there's good mining resources down here too. This is just all around a pretty nice place. Alright, so we can't really build on anything over here, so we're going to build... like, there's miasma there, so we can't really do that, and we can't build on the Firaxis yet. So let's go ahead and do that. We might have to build a miasmic repulsor to get rid of just even that little bit. There's only 2 there, which kind of sucks. If there were more, it would be kind of more relevant. It's kind of like this one thing of miasma here that's kind of in the middle of our city, but we're not really going to worry about that since it's really not that relevant. Okay, and let's get this guy to here. Okay, so that is a different landmass. It just happened to be quite nearby that. Interesting. Okay, so Geofront's already grown a little bit. That's good. going to need a new worker pretty soon, but we could probably get one from our culture. I don't really want to use up a culture, though, to just get that. Okay. So we could actually embark to a different continent pretty effectively and pretty easily, since it's really close by. Oh, and there's another satellite. That might actually just be a tiny little island, though, so maybe that's not that worthwhile. Alright, let's see what they've got. Open borders to Hitama have ended. That's fine. Interesting that there is an alien skeleton there as well, so, you know, it's in Miasma, though, so. I can't actually get there, so we have no interest in that agreement. They're far too far away for us to get involved in that particular problem. Let's look here, though. Was there... I thought there was more land than just that tiny island there, but apparently it was just that tiny island there. Interesting. Yeah, no, that was it. Interesting. Alright, we've got an ability to build a little bit more stuff here. Let's get the thorium reactor here. Money is always a good thing to have more of, so we're going to go ahead and emphasize that just a little bit. Okay. I'm wondering if I could get all 3 of these with a single miasmic repulsor. I don't think I can. Oh shit, it's kind of close to some dangerous stuff. Okay, over here we can build our network, or we could wait until we've gotten this autonomous systems finished and just build our master control and skip the network. We could build a vivarium, which would give us more food at our capital, but we've already got quite a bit of food near our capital and in our capital. What I could do is build another worker, so that's probably the smartest thing for me to do right now, other than potentially build another colonist, since I do want that colony down there pretty quick. So we're going to go ahead and build the colonist, actually. Focus on enhanced biofunction or focus on health. This one is always a tough decision for me. +1 health is so hard to get, though, so I'm going to go with that. Oh shit, wait, what have I already got a colonist here? Okay, I'm building the wrong thing. I've already got a colonist here, so we're going to switch this over to another worker, since we do need workers pretty badly. So let's get this guy down to here. We'll build that, and that is going to give us ridiculous coverage of strategic resources. Okay, so you head down to there. It's in Miasma, that's fine. It gets cleared when you build a colony over it. But yeah, that is just really good coverage of great resources. The Basilisks don't look all that happy about this, but whatever. Okay, so you head down to those tubers, build a potato farm. It's fine. Okay, that's also fine. And another virtue. Now we could get a worker. We could increase the build speed for tile improvements, which would be also pretty good. But we're probably going to want to go for... let's go with the extra science from the laboratories. And that should be okay. We're going to be mostly going knowledge prosperity, it looks like, and that is fine by me. Oops. That could potentially be very bad if they decide to just take my colonist. Which they might. I'm not going to lie. That would suck, but, you know, they might. Oh, good. Okay. If they didn't there, they're probably not going to at all, so. Yeah, they agree that this is a good spot for founding a colony. And we'll found one more up over where that really good stuff up in the north is. This guy, let's go ahead and fortify until healed before we send him on another mission. There's just like 2 more things on the continent that he can really sort of go for, but those are both good things to go for. It is always good to get a little bit more science. Okay, so now that we've got to here, we can found this city, or this town, or whatever you want to call it, and we're going to move these guys over to it as well, and they're going to sort of sit there and prevent anyone from taking it, aliens from taking the aliens. Our PAC drone.
No village was ever
Yes, let us
ruled
work
by king.
together again, that's fine. And we can actually move this guy here, since we want him to heal. That's another one that's too far away. Okay, we got our worker here, so we'll put him over here. Just have him start working on that tile for now. We still have a long way to go for autonomous systems. I'm considering going research. How much does that increase that by? It goes from 24. It would be 25% of that, so it would be increased by 3. So that kicks it down to 16, so that's good. And we could get even more from thorium reactors, so new units and structures, or do we use it for production? Let's go with production for now. And we've just about got that one finished as well, so that will be quite good. And let's just have this guy sit here until he's fully healed. Okay, so we are going to need a miasmic repulsor down here, though, pretty soonish. There's just a lot of miasma that we're going to need to clear away before we can make use of these areas. But fortunately, like, you get a pretty wide area covered when you've got your miasmic repulsors going. Let's go ahead and build that there. Start getting this guy up to here, which is a long, long trek, but it's worth it, I guess. I hope. It's just got such good resources on this little island we're on here. This is a pretty good seed. Now, we don't have any interaction with anyone else, though, which is kind of bad, in all honesty. We're not threatened by anybody, but at the same time, we're incapable of reacting to them or interacting with them. So that is definitely a negative.
What's ours is yours.
Yeah, sure, we can work together because we're too far away for you to really do anything about us. Okay, everyone's being friends with everybody. That's... Well, that is just about everything that I had planned for this episode. So, anyway, I hope you found this all enjoyable. And, of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.